Hey everyone, welcome back. Jumping into Dune Spice Wars. It was released in early access a couple of days ago. I've just gotten the time to jump on in. I've played a little bit to start off to get used to how everything works, so I'm still going to have the tutorial on so everyone else can see what's going on and get an idea of how everything's playing. We have 4 factions. So House Atreides is more of the peaceful trader type faction. You can annex cities and stuff peacefully. House Harkonnen is the military based faction, so you do oppression, lots of taking over villages, not peaceful. Smugglers do as they say. They're sneaky. They don't have much access to the Landsraad, which means you don't have many votes and stuff in the council elections that come up. But they do get these underworld headquarters that you can put into opponents' villages. So sneaky faction. And then the Fremen, they're like the, I guess you call them the natives of Dune, and they want to make a green Dune, as in get rid of everyone else and make it a more habitable environment, I guess you could say. So they don't like other people, and they obviously don't have much access to the Landsraad Council either. But we'll explain all that a little more when we get in. I'm going to play some House Harkonnen today. So when we jump into here, you can see House Harkonnen shares its chilling reputation with its leader, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. They have been called despotic, merciless, scheming, and devious. And those are only their finer qualities. So we can have an oppression ability on Harkonnen villages. This increases their resource production. I think it might increase their chance of rebelling though as well. When we put militia into our villages, we get extra resource production. So putting militia in is good. And we always know the influence flows of other factions, because you can use influence to get extra votes in the Landsraad Council, so that'll help us know if we will actually be able to get what we want in the Landsraad Council. At 5k hedge money, which is like a victory condition, you get to 25,000 hedge money and you win. You get that through a whole heap of different things, killing people, voting in the Landsraad Council, so on and so forth. We'll get into that in more detail in the game. We get 10% unit power, 100% agent recruitment speed, which adds to this 10k hedge money thing, where we can basically sacrifice an agent, which we recruit faster, eventually, to make a mission have reduced costs and prep time. Each faction can pick 2 councillors. They all do different things, so they can change the way you play your game. So let's have a look at House Harkonnens. We've got Fade Rathua Harkonnen. We can use corruption on Landsraad resolutions, which will cause a loss of Landsraad standing for the elected faction. So if we play corruption on someone and they win that vote, they lose Landsraad standing, which is cool. And we gain 10 influence whenever we kill rebels, which we'll get a fair few of if we're using oppression often. So that can get us a lot of influence, which would be good. But you do need to be actively using it, so that's why it's on hard. A hard one to use if you're not used to the game. Pitter de Vries unlocks the stealth probe unit with the infiltration drone trait, so no supply limitation, +1 intel production in enemy territory. Omnithopter units have the infiltration Omnithopter trait, or Ornithopter trait, only visible from close range, +1 intel production in enemy territory, so we can get a lot more intel with that one. Don't think I played enough to use that one effectively. Extra militia and oppression increases by 5 seconds, so that plays into their basic ability, which is good, getting more militia for extra production, and your oppression ability goes for longer. And then that would coincide well with that, because oppression will cause rebels, which will then give you influence when you kill them. And then the last one, 50% of all your military unit cost is refunded upon their death, and you get minus 50% combat drugs mission costs. I think we're going to try these two. So we're going to want to look at how we can use a corruption for Landsred standings, and we're going to want to use our oppression ability often. You can disable them. I'm not going to disable any of that. We'll leave everything enabled. We'll start on a medium difficulty because I haven't played a whole heap. Let's go a medium map size, normal storm, normal siege hostility, normal sandworms. And you can turn off AI players as well. So you can just play on your own with no... That's a bit weird. Okay, sure. We'll just leave everything normal for now until we get a little more adept at the game. Let's jump on in. So this is created by the people that made... let's just pause to start off. Who made Northgard. So if you know that, you should know, yeah, okay, cool. That they have hotkeys that will make seeing things on your map a lot easier. So if you press I, you can see what's occurring in your particular little hex at the moment. And I believe X, is it? Maybe not. Not sure. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so these will appear. We'll read through these as we go along because it is the first time I've done a video on this, so this will help to explain things to you guys as well. So the main resource we need is spice. We need to pay a spice tax to the Imperium every so many days, 30 days or something. If you know the background of Dune, spice is, I guess, chemical, I guess you could call it. They turn it into a chemical or a mental booster that enables their space travel. I'm not totally up on it, but you can research that if you want to. So we need to try find some spice. Here there is some spice, so let's go grab our spice over here, and we are going to want to create some military. So let's quickly look at the military so we can take over this spice field over here, as you can see. So we have berserkers gain up to 50% power depending on missing health, 400 health, 18 attack, 3 armor. They cost 200 of our Solari, which is our money in this game. Yeah, there we go. X does show us the airfields. Okay. Yeah, so we can toggle all these filters down here. Just hadn't let us zoom out yet to do that. And then our gunners, they have collateral damage. Should ranged attack deal 30% of their damage to allies near their target. I don't know if that does damage to us as well, though. Ranged attacks deal area damage. Ranged attacks have plus 30% chance to destroy armor, so that'll be effective in getting rid of people's armor, which is good. Receive a pin down while engaged in melee combat. So if they get engaged in melee combat, they end up being pinned down and lose some of their attack, which isn't good. Quick look at the rest of them. Requires survival training, requires support structures or shadow engines, and our house guard requires call to arms. Okay, we don't have access to these yet, so we'll have a look at them later. But I'm going to build a trooper and a gunner to start off. Or actually, They have an upkeep of 6 money and 3... Yeah. 3 manpower. I'm going to go for 2 troopers to start off. Yeah, and as you can see, command points over here tell us how many units we can actually have, and we can get into that through our...
Yes?
Let's auto recon you. And I think I do want to grab another Omnithopter. Ornithopter. Yep, villages defended by militia. If you defeat them, you can occupy it using your authority, which is here. So, pillaging, we can get resources as well. I have not quite figured out where that... Yeah, anyway, spice. We use spice in order to pay our taxes. So we need 80 spice in 24 days. So we need harvesters to do it, but we're going to need our military first.
What do you need?
So, you two, come over here. Attack this. And if I just click P, yeah, that pauses for us. No, you. Both of you. Oh, yeah, okay. Military units have several statistics, power, the amount of damage inflicted by each attack, health, armor, and a special ability. Yep, units lose supply as they move outside the territory. That's that little orange box at the bottom. So if they run out of, say, food, water, they end up dying from the desert, which is understandable. Supplies refilled while staying close to a controlled village or base. Deep deserts are especially damaging to this supply. So let's go kill off that ranger first, because they suffer from the reduced damage as well. Now, auto-explore, please. Now, let's capture that for 5 water and some authority. Okay, let's see. You need to assign agents to Arrakis infiltration. A harvester wreck. Grab a leftover spice and an omnithopter to investigate. So we can get spice or advance the random accessible development by 2 days. We won't do that yet. So this is our espionage tab. Doesn't seem to let us into it yet. Landsroad Council there. Developments. Spice report. Yep, and I'm going to want to build a spice harvester once this is done. So, as we can see, where am I on the edge of the map? I am on the right hand side, so I'm going to want to expand to the left, more likely. Let's get you to go that way. Now, let's have a quick look at our research. So, there are a couple of things I've already looked at with this faction. We do have a way of making... Where was it? Was it here? Yeah. Using an operation in a region gives it minus 10% authority cost to annex a village for 2 days. Targeting at least one enemy faction when launching operation gives 10 influence. There was something here that... Yeah, so -5 authority cost to annex a village when we pillage them. And -50% authority needed to capture back a village that used to belong to you. So that seems good because it decreases the authority needed when we pillage villages, and we're going to want to constantly be pillaging. I thought there was another one that helped us with this. Maybe not. Maybe it was this. Using an operation in a region gives it a -10% authority cost to annex for a village for 2 days. Gonna have to... I think I'm gonna go for this one first. -15% cost, authority cost to annex a village generally, which is good. Unlocks the crafts workmanships building. This adds to our crews. This does spice exchange rate, which is good. -50% maintenance center construction. Resource production. -30% military units upkeep, which is good. Thought there was something else that would help me with that expansion route. I think it was that, using an operation, but I just need to remember what operations are. Survival training. Increase army's max supply, unlocks the vanguard unit. We get an extra militia slot, which increases our resource production, which is good. Unlocks the enhanced fortification building, unlocks the command post building. -20% units manpower upkeep. Extra resources when pillaging, which is good. Manpower production. That's how we unlock the House Guard, which is that top level unit. Airfield range, which is cool. Helps us get around. 1% of unit's total power is reduced as influence. Okay, so I think it was that. So I'm going to go for this, and then I think for that, to get that extra influence. Yeah. Now that we've got our new village, let's first get the refinery. Hey, can you come search this for us, thanks? I'm gonna go pillage this one. And once the refinery's built there, yeah, combat ongoing. let's go attack this first. And then I can pillage it. Oh, yeah, harvesters will attract sandworms, so I would recommend you just put them on automatic recall so you don't have to worry about them getting stolen by sandworms. You can increase spice production by adding more crew to my harvesters. Not going to quite do that yet. I'm going to put it on auto recall. And now that we're looking at this, I'm wondering... Okay, stop. Let's go pillage this one. Are we getting our spice now? I think we should be. So, let's have a look. I want my Plascrete factory over here. Hold on, I need to get rid of that side-scrolling option. Water scroll, take that off, because that's starting to annoy me. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's run you guys back quickly. Until I have that, that's not going to help me. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so we're gonna get... Yeah, we're gonna go for the knowledge next, then we're gonna go for the fearful. Instill fear, so it reduces instead of increases, because currently our pillaging increases authority cost. Is there anywhere else? You're on auto. You're on auto. Doesn't seem to be anywhere else with This will give us access to the processing plant. Don't think I want that yet. Do I have enough to pay my tax? How do we figure that out? New spice has been established for the following period. Remaining days. Imperial tax spend. Currently expected stocks for next tax rate is 180. Okay. So if I put it to there, that will still have me in the positives, but getting me money, which is good. Yeah. Construction now complete, so we're getting some Plascrete over there, which is what we definitely need, and I'm gonna go take this so I can expand, or actually let's expand. No, yeah, let's go grab that one because there's spice over there now, so then we can expand over to there. Unassigned agents. Here's we get into our espionage part. So you can assign agents to various postings, get different bonuses. Each agent has a special trait. As you can see here, this one gets Solari global production is increased by 1% per infiltration level. Assign agents generate intel, which is over here, so we will get intel and be able to do missions. Okay, here are operations. Operation stacks here when missions are complete. Those who launch spying missions. Assign agents also improve the relevant infiltration level, unlocking new missions. Okay, so what I do want to do is have a look. What are we going to get here? We're going to get extra intel and production to infiltrating them. Intel. Here we get authority, intel, and infiltration to Arrakis. Extra siege detection speed for Arrakis agents. Okay, agents assigned to the field allow you to interact with discoveries. We can get extra manpower, which I think is what we want to do, because we're going to build army and pillage and everything constantly. Space and guild infiltration production plus 10. Base production for each agent. Solari production plus 5. And influence production. Okay, I think I want to go Spacing Guild for the manpower to start off. This one's almost done. Let's take control of this village. Yeah, we need water. It's helped by the wind level, so that's why I wanted to capture this area, because it's got 6 winds, so it'll make the most water in this region. The more water you will need, the more villages and units we have. If your available water is negative, you will see unrest in your villages leading to rebellions. Yeah, so I am going to make that, but first of all I want to make a plascrete factory. Can I take this over yet? 61 and 5. No. I need a little more. What's this one? What's this? Best special region. 100% recruitment office resource production. Ah, and 500 hedge money. Interesting. Every 25 days we will have to pay an imperial tax. Yep. This did say we will have, yeah, plus 98. So we'll have more than we need. So therefore that's what we're going to do. Collected spice can be stockpiled to pay taxes or sold to Chome for Solari. You can change the amount of spice. I'm going to just increase that a little bit for now, just so that I make sure I get to it. The spice to Solaris exchange rates change frequently. Think to check it.